Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? My apologies if I've been talking this whole time. I'm getting my things together. I'm trying to get my thumbnail on the damn video. I have to turn off my computer and turn it back on. My apologies, y'all. Give me one moment. I should have opened my mouth earlier and told y'all what was happening. That's my bad. Alright, give me a second to freaking thumbnail load on the damn thing. There we go. Alright, thumbnail's on there. Okay. For anyone watching the stream right now, let me know if the stream good. Hopefully y'all can hear my voice. Can y'all hear my voice? Hopefully y'all can hear my voice. Alright, awesome. Just give me a second. I gotta post it in the Discord that I'm streaming. Give me 1 second. It's there. And there we go. Alright, I am ready to start. I just gotta get my headphones so I can. Ouch! Ah! Dang, I'm saying hurt myself in my own room. And by accident. I haven't doing it on purpose. I hit 2 different objects. I'm taking 2 steps. Oh crap, I need my charger. Where is it? I gotta play as much as possible so that my controller needs to be charged before my computer dies. Then I'd be good. Alright. I'm ready to get started. I'm ready now. What's up, Star? Oh, hold up. Let me ask this. How y'all doing? Hopefully y'all day been good. I'm not gonna lie, I almost folded and be like, you know, I'm not gonna stream tonight. Cause work had me tired. I was like, nah, I gotta get it done. Gotta do it. I'm prepared to see my husband finally suffer. You're a demon. Crap, I feel bad for not responding to y'all at 10:18. I feel bad. I should have typed something, but I just like I had to turn my computer off and then turn it back on because it was acting slow. So I didn't get a chance to respond back. Nothing worth looking at. And we can get right into it.
This was where Professor Anaxa gave us
I'm not too
the
shabby.
lesson.
Awesome to hear.
I can still see that day in my mind.
What else happened? My day was fine for the most part. We got most of our work done. I didn't have to stay for another 2 hours. Fucking work fucking sucks Saturday and Sunday. It was so busy, and I think people were holding up the line on purpose. I wouldn't be surprised.
And that was your last lesson in the Grove. Now, each of you will head off on your own path. How much the Grove's teachings can help you in the real world depends on how well you can put knowledge into practice. However, heed this warning. If you ever do anything disgraceful out there, don't ever claim you were the student of Anaxagoras, one of the 7 sages.
Professor Anaxa, there are still other classes scheduled on the calendar. Are you sure you didn't...
Firstly, call me Professor Anaxagoras.
Nigga said call me by my full name.
Secondly,
nigga.
to clarify, the last lesson means the last lesson I will teach you.
Alright, give me a second.
I will be entering seclusion from today onwards to research ancient alchemy. And all my teaching activities will be put on hold.
Let me read. Are you gonna pull for Cypher or no? When's the 3.4 live stream exactly? Also, is Cypher on the banner now?
Ah, I see. So you're saying that the lessons taught by all the other teachers aren't good enough to be considered lessons?
All you do every day is wag that sharp tongue of yours. That's a credit deduction, fine enough IDs Elysiae. I have nothing left to say. Next.
Please wait, Professor. According to the Grove's protocols for a cohort's final class, the lecturer should take some time in that lesson to discuss the students' post-graduation aspirations with them and guide them toward a solid path.
Oh, on the topic of Cypher's trailer, yes, thank you for mentioning that. I'm not gonna hold you. I was getting mad rapper vibes from it, but at the same time, the way she was holding on to that freaking pillar was crazy. I mean, yes, flex, girl. Yes, queen. But did you really need that? You're not putting on a show for nobody. Unless it's for me. Because if I fold and pull for you, then it's going to be worth it. Shoot, give me my private show. But anywho. But I enjoyed the crap out of it. The fact that she was zooming across the entirety of the game, snatching nigga shit, and pull currency, and she was just pocketing it. Oh my god, I can't even say that word properly. It was just like, bruh. And Forrest is not beating the simulation theory allegations. I'm not gonna hold you. I wouldn't be surprised if it is. Cypher banner, 1 day, 14 hours. Good thing I'm playing again tomorrow. I done freaking threw my whole stream schedule into the trash at this point. First, it was streamed from Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then have Monday and Friday to myself, along with Saturday and Sunday. Because Saturday and Sunday would be like my whatever days if I want to stream or not. Now, I have completely thrown my schedule to the wind, and I'm just streaming on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and just whenever the freak I feel like streaming. Oh my goodness. I have no structure. It's cooked anyway. What else do I have to say? Not at the moment.
Surely you can't skip such a crucial step, Professor.
The teaching assistant, Miss Hyacinth, is truly Professor Anaxa's nemesis.
Castress, I don't know why in the world you got this giddy ass behavior like you're a schoolgirl right now. Aren't you supposed to be depressed? What happened? Unless Cypher Hyacinth is remembering wrong. I don't remember homegirl being so giddy all the time. Can't she kill niggas just for them touching her? How is she in the classroom with the rest of these niggas? How they haven't dropped dead yet? I'm confused.
Fine. Since Hyacinthia insists on this, let's go through the process. Since some of you are so eager to speak, why don't we start with you, Finan of Ides Elysiae? What is your post-graduation aspiration?
Me? Well, it's not exactly an aspiration, but the only thing I want to do is to protect the people I care about.
She's not depressed, just awkward as hell. She's just like me for real, awkward and whimsy. You forgot to add Gooner onto that. You better go ahead, edit, put a comma on there, and type Gooner in capital letters.
I see. So you want
not
to be
only
a
that.
hero. How boring.
Hold on, let me finish my point. Not only that, put in Satan apologist right next to it too. I'm never gonna forgive you for what you did. Never.
I didn't say.
Castoris, you've been giggling for quite some time.
It's a bit vague and meaningless, Professor Anaxagoras, but...
Let me know if the stream is buffering by any chance. Because I just saw some buffering happening on my end. Just let me know if it's buffering. Or whatever. Let me read it. She's whimsical, like me. Just without the Gooner behavior.
I hope the world can be freed from the agony of death, so that every living being may find calming peace.
There we go. That's the depressed look I was looking for. Finally, you're back.
How naive. So naive that it makes me want to weep for your fairy tale. See, this is why I don't want to follow those outdated protocols. All I get are boring answers. Since you suggested this whole process, why don't you wrap this up, Hyacinthia? Share your aspiration with everyone, and let's see if yours stands out.
So it's finally my turn. Good thing I came prepared. My aspiration is nothing less than completing the final blank page at the end of the hero's epic.
Blank page?
Don't call her Discount Barbara now. Don't do her like that, Trip. If anything, if I'm gonna be honest, I feel like Hyacinth is better than Barbara. I know it's a bold take to have, but at the same time, I'm saying thinking back to Barbara, I'm like, what did Barbara ever do in any main story quest? Did she even have an appearance in any main story quest? I'm trying to remember, honestly. I know she's appeared like in like summertime events, or at least that one summertime event. But like outside of that, I don't remember her doing much. Oh, I do remember the liar thing. I do remember that back in like the early chapters of the game. I do remember the liar, but like she didn't hand it over to us. It's more so she was like, "Hey yo, it's there, but you're not allowed to get it," type ish. And we were like, but we need that, so yeah, bro, we're gonna take that. And then she had a whole fit when we brought it back in shambles. She was acting like she owned it. It was like, you know that belongs to somebody else, right? But why are you catching a fit about it? And the nigga who took it broke it. I mean, rather the nigga who owned it broke it himself. I mean, it put some fake magic on it. Which, are we ever going to get back to that? Is she ever going to realize that thing has magic cast on it? Don't hate on Barbara. Barbara is still the goat in my heart. Well, she's not my goat. Anyway, let me read. Okay, good. The stream's still good. Okay. All right, let's continue. Also, how your day was,
An
bro?
interesting description. Do explain, assistant.
I've read all of Amphorius's heroic epics while studying at the Grove, and a common thread came to my attention. Almost every epic ends with a description of the hero's achievements. But few mention how the everyday people of that time lived. No one recorded the struggles and suffering the commoners endured.
So you're saying that, instead of legendary heroes, you're more focused on commoners living on the peripheries of historical records.
Perhaps I'm influenced by my background. My ancestor, Celiosi the Day Thunder Knight, raised her spear against the sky, and ushered in the flame-chasing era that continues to this day.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Her story is told to every child descended from the Skyfolk. We have no doubts about Celiosi's greatness, yet her towering figure overshadowed every record from that entire era. What about the Day Thunder Knight's family, allies, and friends? What about the survivors and those who died in the great battles? Whenever I think about their stories by the campfire, I realize the details of those legends have been long lost. And only Celiosi's name remains.
You know, that's a valid point of view. Cause that is kind of messed up if you think about it. Like, oh, what about everybody else? Oh, we only focus on this one individual as if no one else existed in the damn world struggling. Oh, this nigga is called Celios or whatever. Oh, they're the coolest things since sliced bread. What about homeboy over here that learned how to, break the sound barrier by like throwing a punch? We don't care about that dude. We care about the other person. So he's a background character as far as we care. That's gotta suck.
Her brilliance had become as blinding as Aquila's, lording over everything on the ground.
Shut the F up, you Max Gunning lazy ass shimmer.
That's why I'm glad that my era does not lack heroes. All my ancestors had was a sad past. But I have a future I want to protect. Instead of becoming a hero and ushering in a golden deluge to baptize the world anew, I want to stay in the backline and save all the ordinary humans from drowning in the rising waves. I wish not to return to the sky, but to walk among the masses on Earth. I believe it's the only way for the saga of creation.
Oh my goodness, I just had a crazy revelation. I mean, a revelation, but more like a spark of an idea. Why didn't they just do this for a freaking Mavwika? Like, genuinely think about this. Mavwika is like, her background is like damn near, okay, it's not exactly one-to-one, I can't say that. But there's aspects of Hyacinth's background that's similar to Mavwika. And I'm just thinking about it like, bro, this sounds like something Mavwika would say. Oh, I don't want to go up to the sky, I want to be down here with the regular niggas. Because I'm a regular nigga too. This is something Mavwika would say bar for bar. I'm trying to understand how is it that Hyacinth could get the character, not even Hyacinth, but like, you get the point I'm making. Mavwika flopped. Hyacinth better. It is what it is, twin.
To include a footnote for the everyday people in its blank page. I'm getting embarrassed from remembering how I said all that.
Isn't she literally the God of War, though?
Have never changed. Now I really have a chance to stay behind the hero's front line and realize my dream.
Yeah, she is the God of War, but unfortunately for a lot of people, she just did not check the box. And the story itself, I'm not gonna hold you. As I'm sitting here thinking back to it, Mavwika should have had so many more combat scenes of her fighting against the Abyss. We should have had so much more scenes. Because we didn't get a lot of scenes of that. And on top of that, it did feel like we were just fighting like an Abyss that, of course, had like was forging that had an army to use, but like it didn't feel like. I'd have to make a video going in depth about why it feels like Mavwika having the title of God of War just doesn't like lock in correctly, like in comparison to like Shibalanke, the first Power Archon. At least that nigga felt like he was a God of War. If you read anything related to his freaking his lore, but like in comparison to Mavwika, it just like this felt like a night and day difference. One feels like a God of War, the other one was like, oh, I just earned the title because this nigga had it before. Let me keep reading. Discount Kratos from the dollar store. Mavwika ain't that bad. We call it discount Kratos. Oh my goodness. Let's go. Everyone did. I saw this post of a video of Mavuika and Maide next to each other. It says, "Guess who is the God of War?" LOL. Yeah, I've seen that a lot. Ooh, bro, don't get me started on Wuthering Waves. Them niggas are already cooking the crap out of Mavuika. If anybody plays Wuthering Waves and y'all seen the new area that's coming in 2.4 and that new character that they're revealed that has that red hair and she's dressed in like this Greek style clothing and she's dressed like a warrior from head to toe. Oh yeah, niggas are cooking the crap out of Mavuika like religiously. I'm talking, they done put her on fire, burned by fire, what do you call it? Punishment by fire, witch trial. There we go. They're crucifying Mavuika right now. Shoot, actually, no, they're not. They were crucifying her last week, but it's still going. It's going to go harder once 2.4 drops. But it's just like, oh my goodness gracious. Who, the character designer, they fumbled the bag for Mavuika. They really did. And whoever was the lead writer for these characters, they fumbled the bag on that too. You had double fumble, meaning no money, no baskets. Bread, where's that at? Let me read. I think it was so good. Then we got that one. It felt like they're coming off such a high note. And it sucks too. I already made a video talk about it, but it's like, yeah. I don't know how. It just like, how you fold so bad? How you, hold up, I'm gonna say this too. How in the world Natlan folds so freaking bad, yet Star Rail just came off of Penacony not that long ago. Penacony, people liked it. Granted, there was a lot of yap. The story felt like it was dragging on a little bit. This, that, and third. Like, people had their complaints with it. But they still enjoyed it for the most part, right? Or like 50% of it. Then we get to Amphorius. Amphorius has been cranked up to 11 in terms of its story from the start till now. I know people had some issues at the beginning and because of the length of the story, but it's freaking good, damn it. It's great. I'm enjoying the crap out of this. Genuinely. I am not joking when I say this. Every time I play Amphorius, I keep thinking to myself, why wasn't Natlan good? I'm about to just headcanon theory it right now. I believe that some of the Genshin writers that were writing for Sumeru and Fontaine were moved over to the Star Rail team, which is why Star Rail's Amphorius freaking chapter feels freaking awesome. It feels good in comparison. So whoever was on the writing team for Star Rail got swapped around to the Genshin team. That's why Natlan is the way it is. I am calling that right now. I don't care if I'm incorrect. I don't care if it's headcanon. That's what I feel in my heart. Anyway. Genshin running out of ideas. It's not that it's running out of ideas, because it's got a whole bunch of good stuff. It's the problem is the execution. And how you drop the ball, which is why I made that video called Genshin's Biggest Fumble? Question mark? Go watch it.
Denny, what are you doing here?
They call this nigga Denny. That's hilarious. They got the Fate writer to write the story for the Fate event, so it should be so much better. I am hoping to. Granted, I mean, back when people found out that the Fate writer was going to be part of it, I did watch Tectone's video when he found out about that. And you have some people in the comments, or in his chat rather, kind of doom posting about it, saying that the Fate writer kind of writes the exact same way as Star Rail's writing team does, or the head writer, when it comes down to this lengthy, drawn out type of storytelling. But like, we gotta recognize that that's just the freaking the visual novel. The visual novel is written like that because it's a visual novel. Like, in comparison to like the manga for like Fate Stay Night and Unlimited Blade Works or whatever, I'm pretty sure it's completely different from the light novel, where light novel is like lengthy. I mean, no, visual novel is this lengthy ass book that's hours long, whereas the manga is probably like condenses that. I've never read the freaking Fate Grand Order, Fate. You know which one I'm talking about. Unlimited Blade Works. I never read the manga, but I'm led to believe that it is more condensed in comparison to the visual novel. I just wanted it to be a Gilgamesh fight. I'm not gonna hold you. Them not flexing Gilgamesh has got to be one of the gravest sins they could commit. They already have this faker Gilgamesh in this story that freaking Star loves the most. Whatever. I was about to say something crazy. Unfortunately. So we gotta. It is what it is. So I'm not gonna hold you. I want Saber to slash down Maide just so she can flex on him. Like, oh, your immortality. I took down a nigga who tried to get immortality before, only for the snake to come and eat it before he could take it himself. What a core ball. Oh man, that'd be so funny.
You guessed it. To reach Aquala's realm in the sky, descendants of the Sky People must perform a bloodline ceremony, summon the spirits of our ancestors, and get their blessings.
Star, I ain't never said that a day in my life. I don't know what you talking about. He not my king. And I was about to say something else. Shoot, it was related to freaking Saber. I done freaking lost my train of thought. Damn it. Why do you call her Star instead of evil, simping, crazy girl? Cause that's too long to say. I ain't about to waste extra breath. Shoot, I already called her a Satan apologist freaking earlier for that hear me out BS she did when we watched the freaking Devilman Crybaby. I never gonna forgive her for that. You guys know some hear me out on the opposition? Absolutely not.
That's the only way for creatures on Earth to forge the rainbow bridge to the sky. And the soul of the first ancestor I want to see is here in the grove. Don't worry. I have little Ika with me. You'll protect me, won't you? Good, Ika. Well, what brings you here, Danny?
I know you were referring to the freaking one from the anime. That's why I mentioned the anime when I said that. Of course, you're not shilling for Satan himself. Obviously not. That's the thing. Jiquare should have been the sustainer for Dot. Oh my goodness, I almost forgot about that nigga. That nigga's such a forgettable ass nigga. I completely forgot about him. I was roasting the crap out of that character when I played that quest. I forgot half the stuff I said about that man, but I just know he was a cornball. Ah! Oh, we challenged the Dorian. Ready to beat him and let two naturally. I need to get back. Oh yeah, I completely forgot about that damn teaser that they dropped for Nodcry. I completely forgot about that crap. They showed off Alice, which I'm not gonna lie, Alice did look really young. Granted, also, well, she didn't look really young. Let me correct my phrasing. She looked youthful. That's the word I'm gonna use. And on top of that, I expected her to have somewhat of a chest on her, but she didn't have any chest on her. Which I'm not complaining. We respect all chest sizes around here. And on top of that, Varka, I heard some people be like, yo, if they mess up Varka's design, or rather, if they don't give that man no muscle mass, they were gonna quit the game. Which, if that is the line that's gonna break them to quit the game, it is what it is. I ain't about to even try to question the logic. It is what it is, twin. Because like Varka has been somewhat gassed up over these past couple of years, but like the thing is, this nigga's like, he doesn't have enough crumbs worth gassing him up about. Really, honestly, if we're being honest, he doesn't have like enough crumbs to be like he's worth the gas. Granted, we'll wait and see. Oh, also, if y'all saw that video I posted in the freaking Discord, apparently Brand Online on Twitter, he had said that he believes that Varka may be the husband of Alice, and people apparently had an issue with him saying that. I sat there and thought about it, and I was like, you know what? I would not be surprised. But you know the crazy sad part about it is, both if Varka is Klee's father, both Alice and Varka sat here and left their child alone for lengthy periods of time. We know Alice came back that one time during that summertime event to take her child off to go do something. That one time. But we don't know how many times she does that. We also know that she be keeping her eye on her child too. So it's not like she's completely just like, see you later, baby. So I ain't gonna slap what you call it, deadbeat parent on either just yet. Varka more so though. We go give them both semi deadbeat. How about that? Both of them. Ah, crap. I hope my stream is not buffering again, please. I couldn't care less. What is Barbara doing in Star Rail? Anyway, that's enough of my yap. Let's continue.
Right. If all goes as planned, you and Gray will be able to go home after this mission, won't you?
So I gotta say this too. Unfortunately, this is really actually like sad news that I must give to y'all. Granted, it's more sad for me, but it's a little bit sad for y'all. A little bit, not entirely. So okay, so I was scrolling through YouTube Shorts, like I guess 2 days ago, and no, I think it was today actually. I scrolled through a YouTube short, and unfortunately, it was talking about Honkai Star Rail, right? So I was like, oh, so what's this topic about? Clicked on it. The person put Finon's ultimate animation in it. I caught a glimpse of it for a split of a second, and I had to back out of the short. So now I know one particular scene that's potentially from his ultimate, and I've already seen it. It hurts my soul to fall for to have something like that happen. And what's crazy is the short had nothing to do about his old animation at all. Someone just decided they were going to slap it as background footage. It sucks. Not the old, obviously, but oh, my audio randomly cut out. My bad. But anyway, yeah, I got spoiled a little bit of his old animation. Just by random happenstance. Anyway, let me read right quick before we continue. If Varka is Klee's father and left her alone instead of doting on that sweet little girl, I hope he's thrown into the abyss, never to return. Effing deadbeat. Which is, I was thinking about the same thing too. Because it was just like, bro, you really gonna leave your daughter like this? I couldn't do that. Not the Klee. Klee is baby girl. You can't just leave her alone like that.
Could it be that
even though she loves
you
blowing
have
crap
some
up.
kind of hidden powers to make prophecies now? Nope. I didn't understand that either, little Ika. Since we've already met up, why don't you come with me, Danny?
The stream is lagging. Actually, hold up. I can't even tell if y'all can even hear my voice. But I keep seeing the stream buffer every now and then. Probably my internet connection, potentially. So, I may have to do something about that. What about getting Alice first? And I get shit. What is up with Hoyle giving children balls? First Klee, now Hook, and then Treeby. I blame it Anna from Lala. LOL. Look at, You know what's so crazy? When I saw Alice, or rather, when I heard her voice. Oh, hold up. Hold up. Let me rewind. Actually, before we continue, I just need to get this off my chest. Yo, the amount of people that saw only glimpses of Season 2 characters. I know Law means League of Legends. That's why I thought of it immediately and didn't say anything, okay? To get back to the point, the amount of people I see sitting here doom posting about freaking version 2 characters from Zenless being like, oh, they don't match what we saw from the little teaser that they had released before version 2 dropped. And I'm sitting here just thinking to myself, my nigga, are y'all retarded? Are y'all genuinely retarded? Can you not fathom the idea that this character who looks like they're supposed to be this hard, tough cookie is not this hard, tough cookie that you thought they was? Or rather, this individual that you saw as a scaredy cat in the teaser, but when they reveal their character, that's gonna come in the next update, they got more of this tough looking expression on their face. It's like, it's context. Simple stuff. We don't know what the situation was for them to even be looking tough. Anyway, let's continue. Let me read this. Helped make this when I was with the Marines, Clee and our kindred spirits. She is my friend. I was freer from the oppressive necrophobias. That Bob looks like a threat. I would not be 50 feet. I wouldn't even be 2 inches close to this. I don't even care if we're bomb experts. I don't even give a crap. I wouldn't even be within the vicinity. That's just me personally. Use a bomb? What? I'm walking away. Y'all can mess with that if y'all want to. I don't care if I was trained for it. Does not do it.
That's the dependable express guard for you. So, shall we get going?
That sounds like even more of a threat. And anatomically correct man. I don't understand what the correct man part is supposed to be, but it sounds threatening.
The chromocopter is vibrating. There must be memories of an ancestor nearby.
Oh! I almost forgot. This nigga Saint Tontas, bro. As the days have been going by of him constantly doing this rage bait BS content that he's been on for the past 2, 3, 4 weeks at this point, more and more is he revealing to everybody how much of a shill and a bot he is for Wuwa. It's ridiculous. Nigga is blatantly... He was already blatantly lying already. Now he's taking it a step further. He can't even argue against someone's points. This nigga has fumbled to, oh, let me attack you as an individual now. Just recently saw this recent BS he just did. It's crazy. And what's so crazy is
the divine object of the Sky People, the chromocopter.
And I'll also say this. That nigga Saint Tontas is such a pussy on everything is. Hold up. Let me use a better word. I'm not going to use that. He's a bitch on everything. That nigga is a bitch. I swear on everything. He don't stand 10 toes for nothing. On everything, that nigga don't stand for nothing. I swear for Lord. Half the stuff he say to people online, he ain't never going to say to no nigga to their face. On everything he won't. It was... He is such a snake. I'm talking disgustingly. And honestly, and what's crazy is he goes after individuals who are smaller YouTubers in comparison to his YouTube channel size, talking crazy to them. But he knows better than to talk crazy to anybody else who is of the same standing as him, or if not higher. It's it's such bitch behavior. It couldn't be me. I couldn't. Answer question in Discord. You want to get this one? All right, let me read. Automatically correct means it's gen appropriate parts, basically. Okay, I get it. That was funny.
Our ancestors dictated that when a descendant of the Skyfolk is ready to challenge Akula again, they must first awaken the spirits of their ancestors with the chromocopter and receive their benediction. Only after this can the chosen Skyfolk reascend to the heavens.
Ooh, I just had a crazy idea. What if when we go to Nodcry, there's going to be some type of thing that may lead us up into the sky? Right? I know it's a bit of a stretch, but at the same time, the little bit of lore bits we've gotten, it's led me to theorize this right here in the moment, obviously. And I'm like, Mm. You gonna cry? Cry about what? Unless you're saying I'm about to cry about what's gonna happen in the story right now.
Wouldn't you say? The soul of an ancestor slumbers here. Now, I will awaken them. I am Hyacinthia from the Twilight Courtyard, a descendant of the sky who has inherited the duty of flame chase. The time has come to fulfill our clan's destiny. I will join the heroes of the prophecy to return to the sky and retrieve the core flame. Ancestor, please bestow upon me your generous blessing.
Oh, also, I guess 2 things I want to mention. I'm thinking about making a theory video related to Genshin. Granted, it's probably gonna be all over the walls, but I'll try to make it as tight knit as possible. Even though it's mostly headcanon, and it's probably gonna be me talking on my ass most of the part. So I'm thinking about making that video. And secondly, the other video. What was the other video? Oh, the other video was gonna be me talking about version 2.0 of Zenless and giving my thoughts about it, since everyone is already doing that. And I want to put my hat in the ring for it.
Who has awakened me?
It's Hyacinthia, a descendant of the Sky People. I apologize for interrupting your slumber. You are Lord Crispus, aren't you? I've read your story in our family tree. You were a righteous judge who vindicated many who were wrongfully accused.
I never imagined someone in this era would still remember my name.
I'm not gonna hold you, this is kind of crazy. You go summon an ancestor who's slumbering in their eternal peace, being like, yo, bro, I need your blessing. And you're like, dang, nigga, I didn't think nobody was gonna remember me. This is probably a crazy thing to happen in real life. I ain't gonna lie, I probably drop to my knees and start praying to God even more so. Just from the experience, I ain't gonna lie.
So, our bloodline and duty have continued to this distant age.
Thank God, y'all made it.
Indeed, it has. I have awakened you in the hope of receiving your blessing.
Unfortunately, we cannot say the same about other people's bloodlines making it into the future, knowing how some people act out here and in this current day era that we live in. Most of these niggas are not making it to the next generation, nor will they have children that will reach there. Rest their souls, but, you know, move out the way, because y'all freeing up space that we need. Thank you. I know it sounds harsh, but it's reality.
The journey is nearing its perfect conclusion. And retrieving the core flame of Aquila is the final challenge the heroes will face.
Perfect conclusion. Hyacinthia, you look very young, and you do not have the bearings of a warrior who can contend with a titan.
AKA, you don't have the balls. Unfortunately, you were born as the wrong gender, Hyacinth. AKA, skill issue. Move along. I said a dickhead for no reason. Where that nigga bite at? I'm doing her so dirty for no freaking reason. Look at you.
How can you convince me that this blessing will not turn into a curse, leading a child like you to your demise?
1,000 years ago, Seliosi, who conquered the skies, left behind legends and a will, entrusting the mission to return the Sky Titan's core flame to her descendants, to people like you. Though I'm not a warrior, I will not turn away from the mission that has flowed through our blood for 1,000 years. And I am not fighting alone. I have the strongest and most tenacious companions in the world. Amphorius is in an era brimming with heroes. The burden of retrieving Aquala's core flame no longer rests solely on the shoulders of the chosen Skyfolk. I now wield the power of healing. I aim to mend the fissures in the sky and heal the wounds of the people.
The fissures in the sky?
I desire to define the mission of the Skyfolk in my own terms. To conclude the vigil that has spanned millennia.
I sense resilience in your words. Not an outward resilience, but something deeper within.
I'm about to make a crazy joke. I'm gonna stop.
Receive my blessings, young Hyacinthia. May you gain wings to return to the sky via the Bridge of Rainbows.
AKA the Bifrost.
Thank you for your trust, Lord Crispus. We won't let you down. Thank you.
Oh, I was about to say something related to Genshin. The whole thing about the spaceship in Genshin belonging to the Traveler, I can't believe this, but apparently some people believe, I don't know if I said this last time in the other stream, but apparently there are people who believe that the Traveler having a spaceship that brought them to Teyvat is contradicting the lore in the game. And I was shocked to hear this, that people actually think that. That sounds freaking utterly retarded. It just does. It's like, how does this contradict anything? It is a vessel for them to go from planet to planet. It's just the Traveler, because to speedrun this, they've done this weird thing with the Traveler where they don't let the Traveler like speak, but at the same time they have the Traveler hold on to some really important information that the Traveler never opens their mouth about at all, and doesn't even bother telling Paimon about either. So it's just like this character's holding on to all this information, but we don't even know about it until years later for them to be like, now let's open the Traveler's mouth to spell out this information that they've been holding on to. Like, huh? That's my only issue. Anyway, let's continue.
My ancestors were all pretty strong-willed people. It won't be easy convincing them. I've run through these upcoming conversations in my head more times than I can count. Now, the next ancestor on the list. Her spirit is said to rest in the vortex of Genesis. A pity that the ceremony has to be performed in strict order. Shall we head back to Akama together, Danny?
Oh yeah, also, about that thing about Impact Third, I was thinking about that crap related to the spaceship. Because I'm pretty sure, oh, no, actually. To speed run, I'm gonna speed run as fast as possible. Cause I gotta be I gotta be at work at 8 o'clock in the morning instead of 9, because mandatory, unfortunately. But, yeah, that whole comic book thing about the spaceship thing, I can tell so many people are probably busting loads. Thinking, yes, we were right. Project Arc from Impact Third may be holding true. Not maybe, it will be holding true. Instead of it, because before it was like, oh, it must be like 2 asteroids or 2 pods or whatever. Now we know it's a freaking spaceship. I can't wait to see what it looked like. Honestly, I can't wait. It'll be a really cool looking spaceship.
Oh, I remember. I didn't expect you to keep at it this long. That's so like you, Danny.
It will be crazy for the entirety of Amphorius to be a freaking computer simulation. Could you imagine? We already got like some aspect of computer simulation level-ish
That
around
makes
here.
sense. Bagusa was always described as a fickle titan in the myths. Since you're offering, then let me put your skills to the test, Danny.
Cause now I was gonna think about it. Cause like we already know the path of erudition is legitly, or the Aeon of erudition is legitly an advanced AI automaton floating eyeball in space. And it's like, how do we know that that bastard isn't like projecting Amphorius into existence via just like opening his eyeball? And it's like it became a physical place because the paths of what erudition, destruction, and remembrance like converge together to form physical matter. And now we got this. Boom. Amphorius. Yeah, that's always talks. Yeah, that always talks with her done. Hello. Where my chips at? Oh, I guess I asked everybody who's watching, what's your favorite cake? I don't know if I asked this before, but I'm gonna ask it anyway. I'm eating pound cake right now.
Got it.
And it's so freaking delicious.
I'm counting on you, Danny.
It's homemade pancake. Pound cake, my bad.
The vortex of Genesis. Unbelievable. Danny is full of surprises.
I mean, of course he is. He's a freaking water dragon. But apparently he doesn't love to flex this form, despite the fact how powerful it is. Skill issue. Anyway. Carrot, cheesecake, pound cake, followed by strawberry shortcake. You like carrot cake? I'm not gonna hold you. Carrot cake, I like it, but just like the carrot parts, I'm just not a fan of. The cake parts are better. So it's on the bottom of my list, honestly. Cheesecake is up there, honestly. There's something about cheesecake that just like, when it hits the tongue, it just feels different. There's something about it, it just moves different. Let's get to you. Pound cake. Stop it. Followed by strawberry. Okay. Cheesecake. We have a blasphemer of the highest order in this chat right now. Cheesecake is nasty AF. Go ahead, face the wall, and don't even look back in my direction. I don't want to talk to you for the rest of this night. You disgust me. You don't have good taste. This is exactly why you're such a supreme gooder.
This does feel
now I know why.
disorienting in my ritual basin.
You eat carrot cake, think it's good when it's not, and then you put some cheesecake, things nasty. Bye. I just beg you for my chip. Oh, I'm freaking. I don't want to see anything from Star from now on after this. Nothing.
Wait, is Lady Treepy here too? And who is that next to her? Oh, I think I know who that is.
Do you have to go already, Syphi? It's been ages since you were last in Akama. You could have taken some time to rest, and we could have caught up.
That's alright, big sister Treeby. I've gotten used to life on the road. Staying in this bustling city actually feels off. Besides, your prize student gave me an incredibly tough mission to handle.
Cut Snowy some slack, Syphi. He's still so young, yet he's shouldering all the responsibilities Aggie left behind. Besides, Snowy's not the kind to ask for help lightly. Since he came to you, it means you're the best person for the job.
You really spoiled him, Big Sis Treeby.
Guess I'm past the age for someone to look after me.
Syphie.
Just kidding. I get it. That deliverer boy does have a certain charisma about him. It reminds me of Aglaia in her prime.
Oh, y'all know back, I guess last week, I think it was part 2 of this story quest I was doing. And I think it was focusing on Cypher a little bit, or a lot. And I was about to say something outlandish about Cypher in that flashback. I remember what I was about to say. It was outlandish. It was crazy. But it may have been true. She was a rugrat on the streets, let's be honest. She was the type to do anything to get bread. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Let's continue.
Anyway, I'm about to head out. Oh, Big Sis Treeby, before I go, got a little gift for you.
Well, didn't expect you to be so thoughtful. What's in it?
That's a part of the game too. If you want to see the full picture of what's inside, you'll have to wait until nightfall.
A gift with a mysterious twist? Seriously?
Huh? Looks like we have company.
Lady Treeby, and this graceful lady must be Miss Cypher. I'm Hyacinthia from the Twilight Courtyard. Everyone calls me Hyacinth. Pleased to meet you.
Bright and cheery as a lamp. Well, hello there, pink child. I'm Cyphera from the long-fallen city-state of Dolos. As for the rest, it's all in the history books, so I don't need to repeat it here. So, you're from the Twilight Courtyard. Does that mean...
Yes, I'm a descendant of the Sky People, the Chrysos heir about to take over the authority of Sky.
Whoa! That's unexpected. I figured Celiosi's descendant would be, I don't know, taller, stronger.
Oh my goodness. The shit talking on her is crazy. Granted, I was doing some crazy shit talking about Hyacinth as well. So it ain't too crazy. But dang, bro. Keep your thoughts to yourself sometimes. Why am I talking for?
Don't judge a book by its cover, Syphie. Zinni is a master of her craft. She's the most skilled and dependable physician in all of Amphorius.
Don't worry, Lady Cypher. I may not be as strong and warlike as Lady Celiosi from 1,000 years ago, but I'm confident I can carry out the mission of the Skyfolk.
All this talk about missions, you're making it sound way too serious. You've got to look out for yourself, girl. Don't push yourself too hard. I'd hate to see that cute face all scratched out by Aquila's claws.
Syphie cracking jokes? Looks like you haven't forgotten what Aggie said all those years ago.
Anyway, I've got a mission to handle, so I'll get going. Good luck, Miss Hyacinth. And if things get tough, just let that deliverer take the lead.
Miss Cypher is in such a hurry.
Don't worry, she's always been like that. It's good to have her back in Akama lending a hand. Oh, whoa, enough about her for now. You're here because of your mission, aren't you, Zinni? It's the perfect opportunity for me to go and tuck Syphie's gift away somewhere safe. The Vortex of Genesis is all yours.
Oh, crap. I think there's thundering going on outside. I can't tell. Ah, crap. shit's buggy.
It's squishy.
Y'all let me know if the stream just bugged out just now. If so, then it's probably that damn thunderstorm outside. Well, it's not even a thunderstorm, it's just thunder? I guess it was raining earlier. But I don't hear nothing going on outside. If the stream cuts, which I hope it does not do, I will resume this quest again tomorrow till I finish it. That's only in case. Actually, let me see. I am stacked with pulls right now. Alright, let's continue. And my laptop is dying. Crap. Give me a moment. I was afraid this was gonna happen. But I kind of planned it anyway, so.
Oh, let's have a break.
Let me know if the stream is doing fine.
It's
Hopefully it's
squishy.
doing fine. Alright, let's get it.
I will join the heroes of the prophecy to return to the sky and retrieve the core flame. Ancestor, please your generous blessing.
Could it be you're a descendant of the Sky People?
Oh wow, I could have skipped the narration? I just realized that as I look back at the stream. I could have skipped the narration. Okay, the stream is still going. Okay, hopefully we don't keep getting buggies.
Yes, I am Hyacinth
Also, leave a like,
of the
thank you.
Twilight Courtyard, the successor of the Sky People's flame chase duty. You must be General Electra. Legend has it that during the Chrysos War, you led our people to ally with Akuma and held back the Kremnoan forces. It was your victory that earned the Sky People a place in the Holy City.
Alright, later, man.
Hyacinthia, you seem well versed in our clan's history. And this is the Vortex of Genesis?
It is. Look, 10 stars have already been lit. The Chrysos Era's flame-chase journey is nearing its end.
Are those the core flames of Fagusa and Giorios? Does that mean Hycelans and the Mountain Dwellers successfully carried out their duty? As fellow pillars of Amphorius, who would have thought that Sky's duty could only be fulfilled after 1,000 years?
It's because Sky shelters all beneath it. If it were to shatter, the world would fall apart with it. That's why Lady Aglaya made the core flame of Aquila the final step in our campaign.
Aglaya? Is she still on the flame chase journey after 1,000 years?
Unfortunately, she has recently left us. But you're right. She was indeed still guiding the Chrysos heirs forward.
Incredible. That girl actually managed to endure the merciless erosion of time, and lasted for so long.
Oh, I just had this realization. Is that the is this form of the erosion that's talked about in Genshin? Cause I know Zhongli mentioned like erosion, and we know what it does to the individuals. So what Aglaia went through was essentially erosion, right? The same shit?
Answer me, Hyacinthia. Since you recognize me, you must have also read my writings, no?
Every record regarding my lineage is etched in my memory, including your words.
In that case, you're probably aware of the prophecy I sought from a certain Trebios.
Yes. At the end of the Rainbow Bridge, the Sky Folk will mend dusk and dawn. But unfortunately, no ancestor has ever been able to truly decipher its meaning.
I see. Yet, Trebios' prophecies never fail. Perhaps you'll be the one to witness its fulfillment, child. May the prophecy lead you to a gentle fate.
Thank you, Lady Ectra. Whatever fate the prophecy holds, I'll face it head on. It's only by giving everything we have that we can truly accept any outcome with a smile. Won't you agree?
I like you, child. I wish this conversation could go on a little longer. Take my blessing, Hyacinthia. When I first saw you, I indeed had my doubts. But your resolve has touched me. If Sky's divinity is fated to pass on, I hope it incorporates your optimism and kindness.
Your blessing is a treasure beyond measure, General. Rest well. I'll make sure your gift is put to its best use. General Ectra is so different from how the records described her. She's quite a gentle person. All right, time to head back to the Grove. I shouldn't keep Danny and little Ika waiting.
So what's gonna happen?
It went great. Your spirit water art was a huge help, Danny.
Like sometimes we need the black screen and white text, honestly.
What's wrong, Danny?
I might make a video explaining why.
You've always been a bit of a sensitive soul, haven't you, Danny? Lady Trina deciphers countless prophecies every day, and this one's just another among many. Don't worry too much about it. Come on, Danny. Don't look so gloomy. We're gonna have to take a long trip for the final visit to the ancestors. Our final stop is Lord Mighty's home, Castrum Kremnos. We're here. This is it. Lord Mighty has been fighting the Black Tide here, alone day after day. I'm worried about him. That means he hasn't been consumed by the Black Tide's madness yet. We're here to complete an important mission. We shouldn't interfere with his battlefield. Don't you agree, Danny?
Naturally.
There. That sleeping spirit is my grandmother.
Oh, damn. Not grandmama.
Yes, my grandmother Jacintha was a warrior. She represented the Twilight Courtyard in the Kremnos Festival. She fought her way through every challenge and reached the final stage of the Kremnos Festival. She was just one step away from securing a peace treaty for the Skyfolk, but was ultimately defeated by the champion warrior of her time.
She got hugged. Oh my goodness.
I've never looked too deeply into the details of such ritualistic violence. The scroll simply described it as a glorious duel. But behind the glorious duel was a tragic end. Not long after the festival, my grandmother's injuries worsened, and she passed away far from home. This prophecy tablet was left here by the Kremnoans to honor her final wish. Her death marked the final collapse of the Twilight Courtyard, already fragile under the shadow of war. Was Lord Gretaros.
Oh, snap. That's crazy. The same old nigga that we've seen since what? Act 2 is the same nigga who smoked your grandmama? Bruh, you gotta be a different type of person to save his life. I'm not gonna lie. Hi, saying you're a better person than me. I'm gonna say that.
Seeing him lying there, gravely wounded, bleeding out, I can't put what I felt at that moment into words. But when I heard Lord Gretaros took that fatal blow to protect Lady Trianne, all those tangled feelings faded away. To quote Lord Finan, Gretaros must have done that to become a better man. You're getting better at this, Danny.
Oh my god, we playing games
In her
recording.
final diary entry, my grandmother wrote that when the moment of destiny comes, a descendant of the Sky People would deliver the message of their departure to her spirit. I wonder what she'd think when the one awaking her turns out to be her beloved granddaughter. I will join the heroes of the prophecy to return to the sky and retrieve the core flame. Ancestor, please bestow upon me your generous blessing.
Is this the world of the living? Wait. You... Could you be...
Grandmother? It's me. You're Hyacinthia.
Hyacinthia, my little hummingbird. Why? How? Why is it you who awakened me? I have never imagined this. I thought I would feel happy for all my ancestors when this day came, but now... I can't even experience the joy of seeing you again.
Do you remember that you and Father took me to my very first skyride when I was 8? Back then, you wanted me to pick one accessory out of 4. The sun crown representing nobility, the storm bracelet symbolizing strength, the ice ring embodying wisdom, and the radiant pendant signifying kindness. Grandmother, do you remember the one I chose?
You spoke an innocent little prayer, infusing a faint thread of light to that modest pendant.
Yes, and I remember how surprised you were. In all those centuries, no other child of the Sky People had ever made the same choice I did.
Hyacinthia, there was a time when I thought you were a timid child.
You never had much interest in swords or battle and had no relation to that fiery determination and strength in our blood. Yet I've told myself, that's not a bad thing. If my hummingbird could live her life in kindness and optimism, then it'd be a good thing. I never thought the burden of retrieving the core flame of Aquila would fall to you.
Don't worry about me, Grandmother. I believe what makes someone a Skyfolk isn't just outstanding strength, but the capacity to shape the world. When the world cried out for a hero to challenge the gods 1,000 years ago, Zeliosi stepped forward and began the flame-chasing era. And now, as the flame chase journey nears its end, this broken world is crying out for something else. Healing. Isn't it poetic? A saga that spans 1,000 years, began with Sky, and will also end with Sky.
You're still as optimistic as ever, just like when you were a kid. If your mind is set, Hyacinthia, then carry your resolve through to the very end. Return to the sky with my blessing, and watch over this world on the threshold of salvation.
Grandmother, thank you. But I have one last request.
And what's that, baby girl?
Speak, Hyacinthia. We should still have some time.
Before you go, could you tell me the tale of the Sky Hero once more? Just like you used to.
Then listen closely, my dearest hummingbird. After all, this will be the last time. For millennia, the Titans waged relentless wars, leaving the world scarred and ravaged. A century of the Chrysos War plunged the nations into chaos and decay. Until a spear, fueled by mortal rage, pierced through the smoke and flames that buried the prophecy of deliverance. Aquila, the celestial shaper, the 100-eyed divine bird crowned with the blazing sun and wielding thunder. Those struck blind in 99 eyes by Nikador, they kept one eye glaring at the children of Twilight who received divine blessing, yet turned their weapons against the gods. The Chrysos heir of the sky, Seliosi, the Day Thunder Knight, ascended the forbidden lands of the Eye of Twilight at dusk, clad in wings. To her left was the lion-headed Solipus the Sunlit Wings, whose roars breathed divine flames and scorched the world. To her right was the horse-bodied Lunibus, the Moonlit Plume, whose graceful steps trampled the stars in the heavens. The one warrior and her two beasts challenged the ruler of the sky, determined to seize the divine core flame through plunder. The Titans' every roar summoned lightning bolts, and their every movement stirred cyclones. The wounded Titan's blood poured down like boiling rain upon the world and converged into scalding torrents. In the final moments of battle, the Sunlit Wings set the Titan's wings aflame, while the Moonlit Plume sealed the divine body. The battered hero of the sky, with her wings broken and her body covered in wounds, struggled to lift her spear and pierced the last monstrous eye. The Titan's divine body crashed to the ground, and with it, the sky tore apart like fabric, about to fall with its god. The fear and pleas of mortals urged the hero of the sky to rise again. Celiosi, the Day Thunder Knight, the first of the Chrysos heirs to slay a god in this world, charged into the crumbling body of Aquila with her two fearless winged companions. She merged with the Titan, holding up the sky once more, only to leave behind a powerful message for the world. My descendants will be blessed and cross the Rainbow Bridge back to the sky. At the end of the prophecy of Genesis, they will reclaim the core flame from my hands.
Oh, that was crazy.
Today's the day.
Wow, I didn't expect it to be so lively up here.
Okay, so quick question. Is this when the boss fight about to happen?
Are these people here to send off the Chrysos heirs?
There's Finan. Let's go talk to him.
I need to know how close I am to this boss fight. Nope. Great googly moogly. Not even close. Oh, that's crazy. Be right back. I'm getting a little drowsy. I need to freshen myself. I'm like 3 hours off. What? Anyway, I'll be right back. I need to wash my face. Get the drowsiness off me. BRB. Hold on, let me type it up. Alright, I'm back. Alright, here we go. Let's get it. I had to energize myself.
I know this is a big ask, Namazuni. I hope you understand.
Please don't say that, Lord Finan. It's an honor for us to be entrusted with this task.
Go then. Let's hope our concerns don't come true.
I hope you all return safely, my lord.
There you are, partner. You didn't oversleep this time, did you?
You like calling me that, don't you? Oh, well, I've embraced it now. It doesn't even faze me anymore.
Ready, comrade? If all goes according to plan, this could be the last battle where we fight at each other's side. If the curse separating Amphorius from the world beyond the sky Aquila's doing, then you'll be able to return home after their fall. That would be a problem. We'll need to get you home before Aranova. Let's leave the emotional goodbyes for later. That'll give us some time to figure out what we should be feeling at that time. Besides, when we were playing the Seal Slammers, that bumping seal game, didn't you teach me something back then?
I don't remember what we talked
Crack the champagne at halftime to watch victory slip away.
Yeah, I never say something like that.
Well, then I have to use something else Don Hung taught me as comeback. The last mile is the hardest.
You have 2 hours until the boss fight? Just checked. Really?
Hey, speaking of Dunhung, where is he?
He arrived before everyone else and climbed to the cliff top to wait for us. He's probably not keen on being the center of attention.
Yeah, we were bumping seals, right? Stop
Lord
it.
Finan, please make sure you all come back safely.
Please defeat the indifferent Eye of Twilight and restore a compassionate sky to Amphorius.
Thank you all for your blessings. Rest assured, we're fully prepared.
I was talking about the event. Oh, I know.
But I'm not the main attraction today. Please don't hesitate to cheer for Miss Hyacinth when she arrives.
Miss Hyacinth, the chosen daughter of the sky, the pride of the Twilight Courtyard.
She's not just the pride of Akuma, but all of Amphorius as well. And furthermore, while the Flame Chase journey is led by the Chrysos heirs, it's not just those chosen by Aglaya who contributed to it. Let's extend our gratitude to the 2 warriors of the Outlands who bravely stepped up and risked their lives for those they've never met.
Hero, your saga will be chronicled in epics and celebrated across the New World.
Warrior from the Outlands, endowed with the might of Orynyx, the vanguard of deliverance.
After all this time, you should know when I'm just being polite and when I'm genuinely speaking from the heart. That praise was heartfelt, partner. Had I not trusted my instincts and put my faith in you and Don Hung, it's hard to imagine what might have become of The guest of honor has arrived.
People of Akuma, I've been blessed by the ancestors of the Sky People. They have agreed to bestow the 1,000-year mission to me, and to have me claim the core flame of Aquila.
I don't know, my player on my phone started playing for no reason.
Today is the year 4,932 of the Light Calendar. 1,062 years since the hero Seliosi initiated the Flame Chase journey. I, Hyacinthia of the Sky People, am prepared to lead the children of humanity back to the sky.
History doesn't breathe evenly. At times, it suspends its breath for millennia, as though time is frozen. At other times, it pants rapidly, as if poised to topple the world and our civilization in an instant. Its hurried gasps have sparked a tempest, sweeping all of us along. Hyacinth, as an observer, you've witnessed the return of 4 core flames. And now, it's your turn to fulfill your duty. Please, guide us into the heart of the storm as the executioner of this mission.
What are we doing now? I had to get my thoughts in order.
Splendid gods once walked the paths we walk.
Knowing that I have 2 hours left for that freaking boss fight, I'm not gonna hold you. My body is just like, bruh, don't even bother. Not like I'm not enjoying the story. It's more so just like, I got 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours left. Come on. You tell me I'm not nowhere near close?
I hope the Chrysos is.
Yeah.
And bring light to this dark. To be immortalized in song.
They'll surely seize the core flame of Sky and bring the flame chase journey to its perfect conclusion.
Where are you now? Return to the mortal realm.
You press the wrong button. But now she tapping for like basic attack. I'm pressing the wrong button for it. There we go. Oh, that's it. Something wrong with it. Hold up, start. If I start right here, I have about like 2 hours left, right? Because it's already about to be 12 o'clock, and I gotta be at work at like 8 in the morning. So I got about 2 hours left of the whole quest. Basically. And since that is the case, and we're only 2 hours away from the end, meaning that boss fight as well, which I'm going to wax with ease when the time comes, I think it is best to stop the stream at here, 12 o'clock on the dot. I know I was freaking fumbling a little bit on the latter end of this. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I did not get good sleep last night. At all. I think I only had about like 3 hours worth of sleep last night. So it's just like, my sleep schedule has been whack lately. And it's honestly my fault. Like I said, I'm going to sleep after I end the stream. And I don't do that. And I be up till about almost 5 o'clock in the morning like a crazy person. You know I gotta go to work in the morning. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Oops, wrong button. Hold up, give me a second. There we go. Alright. So, this is what's gonna happen. We're gonna cut the stream here. We're gonna get back to this tomorrow, well, later tonight, and finish out the entirety of 3.3 in 2 hours. I might start this, depending if I get home on time and not by 7 o'clock in the morning, or not 7 o'clock in the morning, 7 p.m. If I can get home when I'm supposed to get home, I'll probably start the stream up at an earlier time, which probably be about 9:30-ish at best. So look out for that. I'm gonna try to keep up to my word. The boss fight is in 2 hours. Perfect. I can do that. If I start the stream around like 9:30-ish tomorrow or later today, I'll get it done. And the rest of the quest is... Wait a minute, what? The boss fight is in 2 hours. The rest of the quest is the next 4 hours. No freaking way. It can't be. That's crazy if that's the case. I swear. This is some... Oh man, that's not like I gotta do 3 streams. Granted, I'm not streaming nothing else throughout the rest of the week anyway. I don't got nothing streaming Genshin right now. I ain't got nothing streaming Zenless right now. And now Star Rail, the only thing on the table. So I might just binge Star Rail this entire week till I finish the quest. So yeah, I appreciate everybody watching the stream, sticking around, and all the fun jokes and laughs we did. What else? What else did I enjoy? I think I enjoyed everything that we did while on stream today or tonight. Hold up. Okay, never mind. All right. So yeah, appreciate it. Make sure you hit the like button before you leave. Share the stream around. You know, help it circulate. What else? Sub to the channel if you are a new viewer who are just passing by. Hey, check it out. Sub to the channel. And yeah, that's about it. Again, appreciate y'all watching. Good night. See y'all later, and we gonna get to that boss fight tomorrow or later today, technically. Woo! All right, I'm out. Good night. Where is this button? If I stream for about another 10 minutes, it'll be 2 hours worth of stream, but it's gonna be fine for what it is right now. Damn, my back itch. Anyway, I'm talking out loud. Alright, bye.